Tony, we're going to pick up our team coverage here again. Families of the victims and those who survived DeAngelo's attacks also attended today's hearing, some standing up when the graphic details of their case were being read.
The CBS 13's Marissa Perlman, she spoke to some of the women about the importance of being there today, many standing up when their cases were heard. Marissa.
Yeah, it was such a powerful moment to witness in neighborhoods just like this one in East Sacramento. Tell us how they were terrorized for years by Joseph DeAngelo. And tonight we're hearing from two different women who tell us the nightmare of how they survived after DeAngelo raped them in their homes. They say they don't want to be his victims anymore and now want to own their story.
Really kind of changed my whole view on the world that day.
Chris Pedretti, at just 15, became one of Joseph DeAngelo's youngest rape victims.
First thing I would tell 15-year-old Chris is that she's loved.
Today, she hears graphic details of her own assault while looking straight at her attacker.
He's having to live with the fact that we're hearing every single thing that he said and what he did to us, and he's owning it.
Chris standing when her case is read as DeAngelo takes a guilty plea. She says tonight her story matters.
We don't own that shame, and we're not taking it anymore.
She now inspiring other victims like Meredith Wardlow to stand too and own their story.
Besides the fact that I was a victim, all of Sacramento was a victim.
Meredith, DeAngelo's youngest victim, raped at just 13. She had read everything on the East Area rapist terrorizing her town and knew exactly who had come into her home that night. And then she became the headline.
I remember thinking, what makes this guy tick? Why is he doing this? What's making him attack these women like this?
Now both women say, decades later, there's no way for DeAngelo to hide. Frail and fading, he's forced to face the lives he changed forever.
I think it's an act. I don't think he's as frail as he portrays himself to be.
I don't, by the way, except for 1 minute, that he's weak. He's faking it.
Yeah, both women so brave to share their stories with us today. They are a part of a support group that encourages victims of sexual abuse to share their stories. These two women met back in 2018 after DeAngelo's original arrest, and they tell us tonight they plan to be at his sentencing in August to read their victim impact statements.